This is Saxon 4, Lesson 32, Multiplication Facts 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we're actually going to look a lot into our book for this one because it has them laid out quite nicely, and I'm going to explain each pattern that it sees. Because that is what we're looking at, is we're looking at patterns. Patterns in math, especially multiplication, are nice ways for you to be able to remember some multiplication facts as well as other things in math as well. So in multiplication particularly, you see patterns all the time. So we're going to look at some of the patterns that can help you figure out your 9s, 10s, 11s, and 20s. So this is the 9s times tables laid out nicely. And if you see our pattern, okay, let's see if you can spot it. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 5 is 45. If you notice, the first number that appears in all of these is 1 less than the number you timesed it by. So you could know that if you're timesing 9 by 5, the first digit in your number in your product is going to be 4 because 4 is 1 less than 5. If you're timesing 9 by 4, the first digit in your product is going to be 3 because it is 1 less than 4. Same with all the rest of them all the way up till 10. Is you have 9 is 1 less than 10. Okay, it's a nice handy little trick, is you're just looking at what digits you have. So you can do this one. Here is 9 times 6. Well, the first digit is going to be 5 because 5 is 1 less than 6. 3 times 9, the first digit is going to be 2 because 2 is 1 less than 3. Doesn't help you with the second digit so much, but it does help you with the first digit and remembering what they are. Okay, looking over at these ones, we have timesing by 10. Okay, timesing by 10, you take whatever number you've times 10 by and add a 0 to it or move the decimal place over once. So 1 times 10 is 10, 2 times 10 is 20, 3 times 10 is 30, 4 times 10 is 40, on and on and on. All you're doing is you're taking the decimal place that's right beside the ones column and moving it over 1 and putting a 0. Okay, or adding a 0 to the number. Those are tens times tables. No matter how high you go, you do the same thing. You just add a 0. Okay, next one we're looking at is we're looking at 12s. So for 12s, or 11s, sorry, 11s, what you do is you take the number you're timesing by and you double it. So instead of having just 1, you have 1, 1. Instead of having 2, you have 2, 2. 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4. Okay, 5, 5, 5. It's the same thing all the way. So you just take that 11 and then you take whatever number you're timesing it by and put 2 of that number beside each other. So 4 becomes 44. If you look at the only ones where it starts to get a little bit different is once you get into the 11s and 12s. Okay, 10, 100, well, 10s, 11s, and 12s. 10, you already know, you just put the 0 at the end, so it's 110. 11, it's 121. And 12 is 132. Okay, those are the only 3 different ones. The rest of them are all, you just have 2 7s, 2 8s, 2 9s. When you're looking at 12s, what you want to do is that 12s are just adding 12 the whole time. Okay, so it's the first number is the number you times by, and then the next number is doubled the first number. So 12, okay, we have 1 at the front because you times by 1, and then 2 is double 1. 12 times 2, 2 is at the front, 2 doubled is 4. 3, 3 is at the front, 3 doubled is 6. 4, 4 is at the front, 4 doubled is 8, and you would keep going. Now, if we look down here, you do have to start rounding and borrowing and regrouping, because if you did 5, right, 5 at the front, and then you have doubled 5 is 10, so you have to then take that and carry it over, which is 60. So now we go into slightly different ones. So this is now 6, 72, 84, 96, 108. You can still do the same thing. You're just going to have to be adding in your and regrouping in your head. Okay? But again, all your 12 times tables, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, 132, and 144. Okay, those are some of the patterns you can look at for your 9s, 10s, 11s, and 12s. And again, if you need these at any point in time, you can always come back and look in your book. It's lesson 31. These are on pages 201 and 200. Okay, they're always here for you to come take a look at. When you are doing your lesson practice, see if you can do it without using the patterns we just talked about, but you can use your multiplication chart to check your answers afterwards. That is lesson 32, multiplication facts for 9s, 10s, 11s, and 12s.